Greetings and welcome to episode 256 of the Project Gemini update, take two. I just did a 10-minute version of this and it ended up that the audio got totally distorted. Hopefully, this time, now that I did some adjustments, it doesn't sound that way. So, I'm going to make this quick just in case it gets screwed up again and I have to do it again. So, let's go through this real quick. So, first off, how are you all doing out there? Right now, here in Canada, and I'm sure in other places of the world, it is extremely hot. Like, it's 36 degrees. What the hell's going on here? This is the hottest summer we've ever had. And me being somebody who likes to tend to his garden, yes, I have a garden. I have flowers and all kinds of different things, and I have tomato plants, which I'm very proud of. They actually turned out really good this summer and made for some really nice salads. So I'm very happy about that. Um, but I'm hoping that it starts to cool off a bit. With the heat, of course, you tend to stay more indoors. I do have air conditioning, so I've been doing a lot of music because of that. So that's a plus for the whole thing. Excuse me. Speaking of music, I did mention I was doing a Christmas EP. The Christmas EP is done and will be coming out December 1st. Uh, Turned out really, really good. My only thing about it that makes me a little sad is that, okay, it's four songs, one instrumental, three with vocals. Uh, it turned out so good. Like musically, it's some of the best stuff I think I've done, you know, in a long while. I mean, I know I say that, but it's really good. But I mean, I wish I would have kept some of this stuff for for a Project Gemini's like actual album, not a Christmas record. But whatever. I mean, it's still under Project Gemini, and I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy it. And like I said, I'm just surprised how good it turned out. I hope you guys will really enjoy it. I think it turned out fantastic. Some great musical ideas came out. I don't know where some of these ideas come from, but it was really, really it turned out really good. December 1st, I'm pondering maybe to do a CD of this besides just the digital version, but let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys would actually be interested in something like that. If so, I might include some of the past ones to make it into a more lengthy or proper CD. Excuse me one second. Sorry, I got a bit of a phlegm from this stupid weather, man. The humidity is killing my voice. Yeah, so that's that. Album number 10, Project Gemini, the proper studio album, is done. Well, it was done as of about 3 days ago. I'll get to that in a minute. The album is called The Dark Days of Yesterday. Um, it's not a depressing album, but I'm going to say this. I wrote this album during a period where emotionally and mentally I was a little bit not myself. I was going through a bit of trouble with, I had a bit of stomach ailments and stuff like that. Everything is, just so you know, everything is fine. I went to the doctors, everything is cool. It was a little bit of an ulcer situation, nothing major, but I had trouble with an ulcer once before. But I tend to have this thing. I must get this from my mom because she's like this too. Anytime something medical happens, your brain starts going overtime. And what if it's this and what if it's that? And writing music under those circumstances sometimes can be good and bad. Luckily, I think it was good because while it did come out some music of a little bit more serious nature and lyrically a little bit more, not totally, I wouldn't say negative, but let's just put it this way. There's some dark stuff on there. Not dark like Black Sabbath dark, like, and nothing about killing each other or nothing like that, but, more what's the word I'm looking for? Jesus, see, I can't edit this stuff because this program won't let me edit anything. Introspective, that's the word. Thinking about things, you know, on a more serious level. So, anyways, I'm babbling here. That album is done. It's not a concept album, but there is connection with the lyrics, obviously. And I also put a little interesting note for myself here. I said, if I was to have gone to a psychiatrist to help me with this stuff, it, it would have cost a lot of, cost a lot of money, probably $100 an hour for a psychiatrist. I saved a lot of money because writing songs is my therapy. And every time I wrote one of these songs, I found that I was much better afterwards, because you can get this stuff off your chest in song, in lyrics, and singing it was even better therapy, let me tell you, uh, to get this out of the system. And yeah, it's a great record. I don't want you to think otherwise. I think it turned out really good. I'm very like listening back to it. I was almost shocked that I was able to make it as good as it was under the circumstances. And now we're talking about the it not being done. Well, it is done, but remember when I did those singles and I said I was doing it to try to learn different techniques and stuff like that? Well, listening to those singles and the Christmas EP even, and then listening to this, the mixes I did, I found that they weren't as good as the mixes that I've done recently. So I'm going back now with all the stuff that I learned and I'm remixing this 10th album. I've already done one of the songs and it sounds perfect now. Fantastic. I'm so happy I'm doing that. In about a week's time, it'll be done again and it'll be ready to go and on schedule because I want to get this out in the fall for you guys. So that's album number 10, The Dark Days of Yesterday. Okay, and one more thing. During the mornings lately, for the last 6 months, I've been kind of doing these little artwork pieces. Just, I don't know, it's become a habit. After breakfast, I would get this piece of paper. I have these little pieces of paper, like about 30 of them, and I kind of doodle in the morning some ideas, and then in the evening after supper, I'll kind of color them in. I have this huge box of these fantastic professional pencil crayons, and I kind of make these little art pieces. Now, I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but it is sort of fun for me to do another sort of therapeutic thing. And I'll show you a couple of them, and I'll tell you why I'm going to show you these in a second. Here's one. It's sort of like a, temple scene somewhere. And another one that I've sort of did, well, what I have done is a sort of water excavation sort of thing. Very futuristic sort of ideas. And a lot of them I ended up finding that I was able to interconnect them. Not this one particularly, but I have a bunch of them that interconnect and it's ended up making a huge grandiose world almost. Now, what I'm thinking I might do with these, because a couple of people have seen it, I've shown some close friends and they said that I should do something with them definitely. And I might get a couple of them done in print and I might insert them in some of the upcoming albums, the vinyl releases. So if I do that, I'll let you guys know. Just so that, you're not surprised with, well, what is this? You know what I mean? Kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing also in my spare time. So it's been kind of busy here around the house. Again, I forgot to mention today is August 13th, 2025. Where is the summer gone? It's already almost done. We're almost on fall, if you can believe that. But yeah, the next update video will be soon. I will be updating you once the album is done being mixed, this 10th one. And I'll talk a little bit more about the art pieces and what I'm going to do with them. And we'll get started pretty soon on the new cycle for the 10th album, The Dark Days of Yesterday. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this video turned out okay and the audio didn't get all screwed up like the last one. And with that said, if it's okay, then thank you for watching and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.